And I think the goal here for this is creating something that's textural, something that doesn't have to have a lot of realism to it, but maybe it creates some texture that we can then bring onto a painting with the rice paper. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this. Continue to have fun with this. Okay, so I've been drying my rice paper, and I let the top one be quite wrinkled, and the bottom one is relatively flat. So let's take a look and see what we have. It's still a little bit damp, but oh, I like the crumpling because look at the shapes I'm getting here. Most of experiments for me are very much about noticing what's going on, what are the reactions being created, and how do I use those to create a painting and not just use them to see what's going to happen. Once I know that they're possible, then I have options. Then I can plan to bring this stuff into my painting practice. And that's where things can really get exciting. It's an evolving practice. Just because I'm doing it a certain way doesn't mean it is the way or the only way. I don't know what I'm doing. Welcome to my art studio. It's a place of discovery. But I just like the idea of maybe bringing in some shiny bits. Since we've already broken all the watercolor rules, using gel medium, bringing in collage, and I think that's one reason I love this kind of experimentation. It's so freeing. First of all, I want you to trust your taste. Your taste is good. I have not met anybody who says, I hate my taste. We have all kinds of artists who don't like their style. But if you trust your taste, you can create a style that you love. It's solvable. And that's a really exciting thing. We really should be the best people as artists to critique our own work, to evaluate it, and to make choices for future paintings based on what we see in our paintings. So I want to just walk you through a few of the things that I would encourage you to think about. Good questions to ask, not just when the painting is finished, but through the painting process. And so as you evaluate your work, when you make that choice to think about how are you connecting with the painting? Where is your eye going? What feels exciting and alive to you? And how do you invite more of that into your painting? I've been asked to do some work for a client, a painting inspired by our city's flower, and that is goldenrod. We have goldenrod growing wild here, and I'm going to work with this benzimidazolone yellow from Michael Harding and just do some background paintings, some backgrounds, underpaintings for this project. I'm not sure what direction I'm taking this, and I didn't originally intend this to be a project that I would necessarily teach from, but I think because it is client work, it might be worthwhile to show you how I might approach a commissioned painting. And so I'm going to create probably 3 or 4 underpaintings and then kind of work with all of them to see which one kind of comes across as something that I might feel meets both my own goals as an artist and my clients'. One of these I know will work, so we just have to figure out which one, and it's all an experiment until then. More spatter. Just so much energy happening here. Really loving that. And I can't be afraid of it. I can't hold back because I'm trying to keep all these precious things I started with. I'm working into the now and the next thing. Feels bold. Feels a little scary. Reminds me a little bit of maybe Chinese brush painting. Has that beautiful energy there, and I like it. I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do, but it feels really good. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna let it kind of really be a primary part of the painting. Of course, with watercolor, there's always something new. Even if you're doing the same thing, it tends to change all on its own with the addition of water and fluidity. You just never know what you're going to come up with.